So I just want to thank everybody for coming out today, taking time out of your day to listen to us talk about things that we're passionate about. As a marketing director at Blue Fountain Media, I have the opportunity to work with clients on something I'm very passionate about, and that's marketing automation. And today I'd like to talk to you about how we can use marketing automation to grow your business. So let's start with what is marketing automation. When most people think about automation, they tend to think about this: an assembly line creating the exact same product to send out to the masses. Everyone is the same as long as it's black. When you think about marketing automation, a lot of people end up with this idea: millions of emails streaming into users' inboxes, some of them unwanted, most of them unnecessary, all of them confusing the end user. That's not what marketing automation is. Marketing automation is the ability to have a one-on-one conversation at scale. And what I mean by that is we're able to deliver users the content and the messaging that you would be able to give to them if you were seated at a table having a one-on-one conversation. So really, marketing automation is more marketing personalization. And I don't just mean oddly phrased personalized subject lines like this one, which, by the way, came from the President of the United States. Marketing personalization is about giving users the content they want and need in order to accelerate their journey through our funnel. Why? Because right now, most websites are only generating 20% of the leads ready to be handed off to sales. That's not to say they're not qualified leads. That's not to say we haven't identified the prospects we want. These are just users that are not ready to sign on the dotted line. With effective use of marketing personalization, we've seen this increase by 50% in sales-ready leads. But what's more remarkable and more important, really, is we can do this with a 30% lower overall cost per lead. Great. So how? We start with user experience. I like to think of your website as a suit that visitors try on. You've taken the time to have it designed by the best designers. You've picked the perfect colors. You've paid attention to all of the details. It looks beautiful. And when your ideal prospect visits, it ends up fitting perfectly. However, and this is shocking for me to learn, apparently not everyone is a model. So when most users try your website on, they find it doesn't fit so well. Marketing personalization lets us create a bespoke experience for every user. We're able to show them the content that's most relevant to them. For example, a white paper might be relevant to a company with 500 employees, but completely irrelevant to a company with 5,000 employees. So we're able to alter the content on site in real time, and as a result, improve our conversion rates dramatically. But how do we do this? How do we know who's visiting my site? After all, about 90% of visitors to sites are completely anonymous. They haven't made contact with you before. You don't know who they are or what they do. We can leverage business intelligence solutions to do this. It allows us to do something called a reverse IP lookup. We can tell where that user is coming from, what their organization is, take that and place it against a database of businesses to determine industry and company size. Then we can also follow users while they experience the site to determine what content of ours, what products of ours, what solutions of ours they're most interested in, and be able to further refine our messaging and the content that's displayed to them in subsequent or later visits. The result of all of this, we've seen about 113% increase in engagement and conversions on site. So great, we've made contact, we've helped users, we've brought them into our funnel. Now what do? We continue marketing personalization via email marketing. And this is a process that we like to call lead nurturing. So we can take the prospect, bring them into a valid lead, create a real opportunity, eventually pass them to sales to close the deal, and when they are a client, we can focus on upselling and increasing their lifetime customer value. So when a user enters our funnel, now we're going to track and personalize everything. We're going to change the body of our email content so it is specific to that prospect's needs. We're going to create unique landing pages so that we can allow users to consume information the way we want them to, so they can focus on the content we need them to inform their decision to buy from us. We're then going to apply scoring rules to every action and inaction they take. Have they not opened our emails in a certain amount of time? Are they clicking more frequently? Did they look at this case study for this company? This allows us to nurture, then prioritize our leads, and eventually pass them to sales faster. Because there's nothing worse than sending a lead that's unqualified to sales, except perhaps sending a lead that is qualified, but too late. So we do all of this by building our automation programs for success. And that starts with audience segmentation. Here we separate users by industry, company size, product fit, or funnel entry point, just to name a few. There's hundreds of different data points that we can analyze and segment users by. For B2C companies, if it's an e-commerce site, we can separate them by the product category that they've shown interest in, how much time they've spent on certain pages, etc. Then we build our content matrix. So we take all of those content pieces that Chris just talked about, and we figure out which ones match which users at which point in the funnel or their journey through the funnel. Now we have to build our workflows. So this is when we decide how many messages we're going to send to a user, what point we're going to send them, how we're going to move them from their entry point into our funnel to the next point. Now we want to build the foundation of our marketing messaging. We build out our templates. This is where we design where the calls to action will be, where the content will be, what we'll be displaying and showing users. Then we take it into content rules. So how do we feed the content that we've created and now segmented to our users? What's going to change in these emails depending on the segments they fall into? Where are we going to swap out a white paper or a call to action or a greeting? Then to bring it together, we put in our scoring rules. So what action means most to us? We want to define the value of the engagements with our business that users are taking to determine when to send them to sales. Now we have to define and set our schedule. So this is how we determine the flow of when a user receives an email and what content they should get. Did this user click on this product category first? Great, let's put them into this program. Did they fail to open their welcome email and take advantage of their 20% off offer? Okay, let's start nurturing them to remind them. When this is all set, we're ready to press play. Then we can let the marketing automation platform move leads through the funnel automatically without a heavy upfront workload from you or your staff. The result is we end up closing more sales. We get more buyers, we get them to sales faster, and the fourth step to successful marketing automation campaign is we receive accolades and promotions because we've done a great job and we've made our company a lot of business. So bringing everything together, marketing automation is really marketing personalization. We use this to deliver users the most relevant content possible, and we nurture these prospects through the funnel more quickly and effectively. As a result, we drive marketing ROI across all of our channels. Thank you very much.